Hello, good morning everyone. Hello, Tuesday again. It's Carol Simon here, your friendly Generation X freedom coach and long-time accountant turned digital entrepreneur, helping you decode the crypto world so you can live life on your terms and gain financial freedom. If you've ever wished your money would work as hard as you do, well, you're in luck, because today, this is week 2 of my series where we're unpacking the truth about staking, liquidity pools, and yield farming. And we're going to do this in simple, no jargon terms and add a little bit of humour because we want to keep it fun. So first of all, do drop in the chat where you're tuning in from and let me know where you're from and whether you're a first time tuner or whether you've tuned in before, because I'd like to say hi to those who are joining on the replay. And do also type hashtag replay in the chat if you are watching this on the replay. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever earned interest from your bank account that felt exciting? Let me know. I'll wait for the answer. And I might be waiting a very long time because banks don't really pay out a lot, do they? But there is a better option, in my opinion. Today we're talking about staking, and no, not the barbecue kind. Although I did go to barbecue last week and that was delicious. But staking is like putting your money in a savings account, but instead of your bank getting rich off your money, you can earn the rewards. Here is the deal. You're locking up your crypto, usually for a set time, to help support that network to keep it stable, and in return, you earn passive income. It's kind of like getting rewarded for good behaviour in school, except this time, the prize is real money. Does that sound exciting? Does that sound interesting? Let me know in the chat. So here's an analogy. Imagine staking is like putting your bike in a bike sharing scheme, and they do exist, and you lend it out to the city, and they give you a small reward every day for letting others use it. First of all, it's safe, it's secure if you pick the right project, and we talked about that before. In an earlier Tuesday Live, picking the right project, and you don't even have to pedal, so you're earning money while you're sleeping. People love staking. Why? Because you can earn rewards while holding onto your coins. Your coins, you're not selling your coins, you're holding onto them, and you're benefiting from the uplift in value. And at the same time, your coins are supporting the network you're invested in, i.e. Ethereum, or Solana, whichever network you are invested in, and you don't need to trade or babysit your wallet every day. It's not something you have to actively be involved in. Once you stake, you can just set it and forget it. But remember, look at the small print. Your funds are usually locked for a time, so don't stake what you need the very next week or the very next day. Just stake what you can do without in the short term or medium term. And the project needs to be secure because, let's be real here. I did say I'm real. Scams do exist. So please do your homework. And I've covered that on a previous live, how to check for projects, how to check for look for loopholes to see what the white paper says, for example. I want to do this for projects that have been around for a while. You can look at the top 10 coins, for example, in CoinMarketCap. That would be a good example of what would be deemed as more trustworthy, as an example. So don't just go into new projects willy-nilly without doing your research and making sure that you're comfortable with the project that you are going to be staking in. And finally, returns can vary and they are never guaranteed. Crypto is not a regulated space. Nothing's guaranteed, but the rewards are great if you know what you're doing. And here are some examples of where you can stake. You can stake in centralized exchanges like Coinbase or Binance or Nexo. These offer very easy staking models. Even Revolut. And then you can also stake on decentralized exchanges like MetaMask or Uniswap, or even one that I'm working on right now, which is the Ethereum centralized DeFi system. You can stake there too. Oh, my phone is ringing. I shall continue. I shall call them back. So you can stake directly on networks like Ethereum or Cardano. So to recap, staking equals earning rewards for locking your crypto and helping the system run. Think savings account. but slightly sassier and definitely more rewarding. Now, if this helped you to demystify staking, do drop an emoji, a like emoji in the chat. And if you like this video, if it made you smile and if it made you think, then share it with your crypto curious friends or those who are considering coming into crypto and not fully familiar with what they can achieve in the space. And do follow me for more no-nonsense, friendly financial freedom education. And next week, we're going to dive into liquidity pools, which is a pool party where your money actually earns its keep. I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.